guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Misty, and of course the channel's name is Speculative Magpie. And I am going to do a book tag. I saw this book tag done by a couple of people. Books of Blood did it. Mindy's Book Journey did it. And this is the BookTuber Tropes tag. It seemed kind of fun. It's just my opinions. I really don't think they're going to be too much different than anybody else's opinion. But yeah, I haven't done a tag in a while, and I actually like tags, and I like to see this one keep going. So it's just 7 prompts, just me talking, so I don't know how interesting it'll be, but we'll see, okay? So it's like I said, it's the BookTube Tropes tag. What people think BookTube is like, okay? So the first one is booktubers hate libraries. And I think we all know that that's a lie. I have several booktubers I follow on here. Paul from Snow Cone 72, Purgatory. God, I forgot his original name. I'm so sorry, Paul. But he's always doing all these wonderful library hauls of just pretty much everything. He gets movies, books, comics, Pruitt. He buys his books from the library. He says it himself. He takes some money and goes purchases the books that he reads from there. Me personally, I love the library. I think it's wonderful, but I think I've said it before, but I cannot use the library because I am so bad, so bad at returning books on time. It's almost impossible for me. I don't know why. My boys and my husband are good, but it just never lines up to where they get their books back on time. Me, I just don't. And it's just awful. And so at the risk of, making the librarians mad at me, I just don't use the library. So libraries are awesome, just not for me personally. But I love the library. I just can't use the library. Booktubers are book hoarders. Probably. But that's not a bad thing. It's really not. Is not going to be like that lady that does the, minimalist cleaning thing. Does this book spark joy? Yes, this book does spark joy in it. I might have 200 books, but they all spark joy, and they're all mine, okay? Do I get rid of books? Yes, I do. We have a used bookstore here that accepts books on credit. I take the books there. I have like 4 bags that I need to get rid of, but I can't right now because of COVID. And I just hope that she opens up again once she's able to, because I would really hate to see her go away, because I really do love that little store, and I hope it does stick around. But I guess, yes, I'm kind of a book hoarder. I like to keep all the books that I like, that are really good. But I do get rid of a lot of books. Number 3, booktubers hate paperbacks. That is a lie for me. I love paperbacks. Paperbacks are easier for me to read at work. They're less, I won't say noticeable. My coworkers and my boss know that I read in my pre-test room. I read between patients, but I still manage to keep up with all of my duties. But paperbacks are easier for me to quickly put down and get back to work when it's time for me to do a patient. But I love paperbacks too. I have a huge collection on my Kindle of ebooks that I need to start going through more. I can't read those at work because I'm not allowed to have a phone with me when I'm, you know, maybe I could use my Kindle. Huh, I wonder if I could do that. That might be kind of cool. So, yeah, that's a new thing for me to do. All right. So, I love paperbacks. That's just what I'm trying to say. Booktubers only give positive reviews. um, that's not true for me. There is at least one review on here where I go off on a book. I do tend to rant about books, whether I love them or not. I do say mean things about a book on here. It's really easy to find. It's yeah, I question the author. I question the book. Was it a good thing to do? Probably not. But I had some strong feelings about the book, and they all just came out. And so I try to only review, but I still like the book. It was a 3 out of 5, so, but yeah, I still try to only review books that I enjoy on here. I'm never going to do books that I didn't finish, or, you know, 5 series that I think shouldn't continue or anything like that. But I probably going to go against the grain here and say that, yeah, I might do some more book rants, but I could have done better with that review is what I'm trying to say. That review's a little mean, but I don't want to take it down because, yeah. So, sorry. All booktubers, number 5, all booktubers are just doing it for the money. Oh yeah, that sweet, sweet booktube money. I have probably spent so much money on books that there is no way I could even hope to make it back if all of a sudden YouTube started to make money. Because when I'm thinking about, BookTube making money, I'm probably thinking, maybe, $15, $20. It's like, I don't know. I'm not in this for the money. I'm in this to be honest, I'm in it to make friends, hopefully, that might want to talk to me about books. So, and I don't even want free books from authors because I'm terrified that if an author sent me a book that I just wouldn't get around to reading it. So I don't want anything from BookTube, really. So yeah, that there's no money in BookTube for me. I don't think there ever will be. I'm lucky if I can manage to keep, 50 subscribers. 50 subscribers would be awesome. That would just be epic for me. But I'm fine. I don't need the money. All booktubers are teenage girls. What's wrong with teenage girls? I think that's awesome that teenage girls are reading. I think that's awesome that teenage boys are reading. Yeah, I admit when I first started looking at BookTube, I saw the teenage girls with their YA BookTube things, and I thought it was awesome. Back when I was a teenage girl, I was a freak and a weirdo for reading books. Heck, even my parents thought I was kind of a freak and a weirdo for reading books so much. Well, my mom, not so much because she was an English teacher, but my dad just really did not get it. So I think it's awesome that teenage girls are on here talking about books. I'm not one though, and I know several people that aren't teenage girls reading. Several of my favorite booktubers are men about my age and a little bit older. I just, so lay off the teenage girls. They're reading books. I think that's cool. Booktubers recommend books that they haven't read. Oh my God, I couldn't even fake it in high school. Seriously, if I didn't read a book in high school, I just would like come from together. I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't, even with like cliff notes and stuff, I just could never fake a book, you know. Um, so no, everything I review, I read. I think with my strong opinions on some books, it's pretty obvious that I read what I review. So, yeah, that's the 7 prompts for the BookTube tropes, basically, which I guess it's more like what people think is wrong with BookTube. And, you know, there's stuff we can do better. There's stuff I think we're doing pretty good at. So, yeah, just stick around with BookTube. You're going to find your tribe. It just might take a while. Okay? So, thank you for coming back to my BookTube channel where we talk about books and things, but mostly books. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.